Hello, this is Quang from Quang Radio and Television, and here's the top news coming away. PPC Chairman Din Văn Thu worked with the World Bank mission. Traveling to the west of Quang. Provincial leaders welcomed to international delegations. Early this week, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Din Văn Thu met and worked with the mission of the World Bank on the implementation of World Bank-funded projects in Quang Nam. At the meeting, Chairman Din Văn Thu informed the mission the progress of two major projects funded by World Bank. That is, the project of wastewater catchment and treatment and drainage system for Tam Kỳ City under the project of urban water supply and wastewater in Vietnam, with a total capital of over 480 billion dong, equivalent to over 22 million USD, of which World Bank capital is more than 365 billion dong. Currently, the project is under trial operation and is preparing to be handed over to Tam Kỳ City as the operator of the whole system. Da Nang Quang Ngai Expressway project is over 34,500 billion dong, of which World Bank capital is over 12,400 billion dong, and the length of the project is 91.2 kilometers. Up to now, the clearance of the main line has been completed. The other items are finishing to be opened in early July. In addition, many World Bank-funded projects in the field of agriculture also bring about positive effects. Chairman Din Văn Thu hoped that the World Bank would continue paying attention and support to Quang Nam in the investment of infrastructure and social-economic development, especially in mountainous areas. The World Bank representative thanked for the information provided by the chairman and expressed the confidence in the cooperation between the two parties in the future. World Bank is working with partners to increase funding and will continue to support difficult areas in the world, including Vietnam and Quang Nam. Afternoon, June the 28th, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Hun Khánh Toàn had a meeting with Mr. Shannon Lear, Commercial Counselor, Australian Embassy in Vietnam, and the UN Habitat Mission led by Mr. Asishi Koresawa, Director of the UN Habitat in Asia Pacific. In the meeting with Mr. Shannon Lee, Commercial Counselor, Australian Embassy in Vietnam, Vice Chairman Hun Khánh Toàn gave a brief overview of the tourism development in Quang Nam, especially the project of developing intelligent urban software and the complex urban planning is being implemented in Tam Kỳ City with total investment capital of nearly 10 million USD. Vice Chairman wishes that the Australian government will provide support to help Quang Nam successfully implement this project. Mr. Shannon Lee appreciated the warm welcome from the leaders of Quang Nam and said that the upcoming effort will be made to promote the relationship between Quang Nam and Australia. Next, Vice Chairman met and worked with UN Habitat team led by Mr. Asishi Koresawa, Director of Asia Pacific region. This is the organization that introduced the Korea International Friendship Foundation to carry out the Tam Tan Fresco project in Tam Can Commune, Tam Kỳ City. At the meeting, Vice Chairman expressed his wish that UN Habitat would continue to create favorable conditions for the province in the field of construction, urban infrastructure development, ecological urban development, green agriculture, and the improvement of life quality for the people. On behalf of the delegation, Mr. Asishi Koresawa highly appreciated the results of the cooperation projects between the two sides and said that he will continue to give priority to helping Quang Nam in green urban development as well as in projects of improving the quality of life for people. In the most recent Quang Nam Heritage Festival, the western part of the province has left unforgettable impressions from the exciting experiences with Go-To culture and the legendary Ho Chi Minh Trail. And the community tourist village Bohong, structured in its homestay model under the roof of Gully House, has made a great contribution to the development of tourism here. The homestay system consists of 10 rooms located in 5 houses, with full facilities, cleanliness, and luxury has given Tourists the colorful cultural feast with the performance of go-to boys and girls in the dance moves offered to the earth and heaven. It's not necessary to wait for festival or special events. The welcoming dozens of tourists to the village of Bahong on such ordinary days has no longer been a rarity since Hua Home Tourism and Services Company invested a homestay complex here. After a long journey up to the peaceful sky top, the gu houses, the grassy road steeply hanging themselves on the hillside gradually appeared. 110 Kurtu households used to rely only on slash-and-burn agriculture for living now find themselves absorbed in weaving or basketing. The products they made can be used as housewares or beautiful souvenir items for tourists. The overnight experience at the traditional Kotu Stills House with cultural activities such as buffalo poaching festival, the traditional dance in costumes made of rind, having a chance to learn about brocade weaving or basketing, and the enjoyment of special dishes here have enchanted many visitors from being surprised at first sight to falling in love. The culture of Kotu people here is beautiful and unique. There, people are willing to share what they have. Although life is difficult, but when I suddenly came, they are willing to share, invited me to stay for a long time. They also bring musical instruments to perform for me. I have a good time here.
I really like Vietnam because I find people very welcoming, and I find in Vietnam very clean. And yeah, I think people from the Emirates, from the UAE should come to Vietnam.
The urban cyclone urges people to return to nature, to themselves, pass through the houses that are nestled in the green space of the mountains, to explore the peaceful villages and find the memory of the ancient times, things that they previously known only through the film and the narrator's narrative. These travel experiencing products have truly impressed most visitors from the developed countries and become indispensable in the list of tourist attractions of Quang now. The conditions about resources, nature and human in the western part of Guangdong are very rich and diverse. The improvement of access and means of transport is necessary for the region to improve the people's living standards, contributing to the reduction of poor households and helping to preserve cultural and human values in mountainous areas. Along with the efforts to exploit new products, the promotional activities are also very effective in quickly gaining a certain position in the heart of tourists for these new products. In recent years, together with the branding Heritage Festival, with the emphasis on ecological tourism products, the number of tourists is increasing continuously. The identification of tourism development in the direction of ecological, cultural, and community-based has shown its effects in the heritage preservation, environment protection, and a sustainable tourism industry. On June the 27th, in Tam Kỳ City, the Department of Labor, Environment and Social Affairs, in collaboration with the Vietnam World Vision, organized an event to respond to the initiative to end physical violence against children in families and schools, with the theme Need You, Need Me, Need the Whole World. The program was launched in November 2017 by the Vietnam World Vision. Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Lê Văn Thanh, attended the event. Participants shared the practical situation and solutions to the issues of children's physical violence in families and schools, two environments that are particularly important to the development and shaping of a child's personality. At the same time, the event also provided the opportunity for children representatives to send messages and appeals to all delegates on the end of children violence. These activities will contribute to raising the awareness, responsibility, and action of the party committees, authorities, sectors, families, and the whole society in the work of children, especially the prevention of children violence and abuse. Speaking at this forum, Vice Chairman Lê Văn Thanh emphasized that children should be paid special attention by the community. So we need to take measures to end children violence. On this occasion, the Vice Chairman called for the participation of all stakeholders in strengthening the implementation of specific and practical measures to solve the problem of children violence and abuse, enhancing the life skills education for children. It's the end of today's bulletin. Please log on the website qrt.vn for more news and updates. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.